going to do a quick video showing you some ideas on how to use these pesky Project Life cards, which is the product focus of the month in Sarah's Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group, which I will link down there. If you are not already a member, definitely go and check it out. So I've got a few ideas on how to use these in ways that are not on scrapbook pages or in pocket pages, and then there's a couple of ideas for layouts which used cut apart 3x4 and 4x6 cards. So the ones I mostly struggle with are the ones that have this, that are the score down the middle, because generally when I scrap pocket page stuff, I did start Project Life in 2013, didn't get very far. I'm not sure whether I'll finish it or whether I'll just throw those pages into the yearly album, because it wasn't massively my jam, but I liked that I could just do a little bit about random events that may not necessarily have been worth a full 12 by 12 page. And that being the case, I'm not going to need to have either hidden journaling or so much journaling that it sits folded in a pocket. That would be for a 12 by 12. So what to do with that? One thing I thought about doing with these is, especially ones that have plenty of writing space, cut them in half this way. Cut them on the 2-inch mark and then fold them. So you get two of these little, like a little card thingy. And I have a whole bunch of these that I've done. Can't find them right now to show you, but anyway, imagine a whole bunch of these, because I also have, this is an unfinished project. I've got two of these lolly jars and they're pretty big. Even I can get my hands in them. I need to soak off the labels. I've done one, and the idea is that I will embellish the outside. I'll probably do one for scrapbook pages, one for cards, card making, and sometimes the prompt is really straightforward and you just need a little bit, but sometimes the prompt may be a little bit more involved. So that's why I thought to do it like this. If they're too big, I'll just cut down the middle and just have them as 2x3. But anyway, so a whole bunch of them will go like that, and then I'll fish out the one that I want. I can see that it's going to fill up pretty fast if they're that big, so it may require some more thought. But that was the plan. Number 2, I have one of these boxes, and I've done a similar thing, whether they be 3x4 or 4x6. I've cut them into 2x3 pieces, and whenever Max does an oral presentation at school, he'll grab a bunch of these and they serve as cue cards. Doesn't quite do it so much now because the older kids tend to use PowerPoint slides that serve the same purpose, but certainly when he was in primary school. So that's why I just kept them in this little box and they were just ready to go when he needed them. Number 3. This is a project that I started and didn't finish. I got a whole bunch of cards, a selection, and I started to fussy cut, say, motifs and embellishments out of that. Like, so I would fussy cut what's there, and then I'd keep the scrap, because then I'd come back with punches and things. So like this one, let's see, where are they? The little bits have fallen to the bottom. So all these little bits, and even smaller, some of them still haven't been fussy cut. Some of them can be used just to stamp sentiment or a quote or something. I think the idea was that when I would use the corresponding cards in pocket pages, then I'd have a bunch of embellishments that are sort of coordinated and ready to go, and they look really cute layered up, especially all the different punched ones. If you layer them up, see, that's for the bin. You layer them up and then feed them through the sewing machine. They look really, really nice. Now I've got a couple of layouts. Now this layout, with the exception of the embellishments and the fussy cut flowers, it was, oh, and this minty green mat behind the photo, this was done entirely with cut apart 3x4 and 4x6 cards. So this 3x4 I cut down, and the mats I cut from either the A side or the B side of papers from two Simple Stories collections. One was a Rona themed one, like I think quarantine something, and another one was the Hello Today, but they both had really similar colours. The sort of creamy, slightly vintage vibe that went with October Afternoon. So even these little Rona bugs, there was a 4x6 card that I didn't think I was going to use, so I flipped it over and then used a circle punch to punch them out. And because the mats are all offset, it really doesn't matter that they're not, you know, they might be a bit smaller than what you would want them to be. I mean, the photo's not 4x6, and this came from that calendar card, but I just cut the top section and then that little bit. And now that I think about it, I don't like that corner showing, but whatever. And even the background, look at that. That's not cheating. I've just used a whole bunch of cards. Well, kind of is cheating. And so that one doesn't have a process video. This one does. I'll link the process video in the description box. Ooh, I have changed my lighting and it's a bit better, but now the glare is here. I just can't win, can I? Anyway, that other one had a blog post, so you can read the journaling if you like. This one, I used an entire strip of Simple Stories cards, and it makes like a fold-out booklet-y thing. And so some of them I've added an extra layer because I didn't like what was there. I wanted something specific or something different. So some of them I embellished, and some of them I just added a particular card, but what I wanted was loads of journaling space. I didn't really care whether it was hidden or not. It's nothing private there, but that sort of used a whole bunch of them. And so I do need to put a slit in the page protector for that. This was from Moira and Karina series, which I need to get back to. So I'll link the video, and I can't remember whether there's a blog post or not. Yes, I believe that there is. So yeah, I'll link all that. So if you go to the video, then in the description box there'll be the blog post. Anyway, that's all I have for you. And please post in the group if you've got any other ideas on how to use your 3x4 and 4x6 cards, because it's all about using stash in that group. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you come back soon, and I do hope you visit us over in Rediscover Your Stash. Bye.